I was born in a Mexican heritage family, and they don't take kind to that. That's just a voodoo to them. It's not something that's acceptable to the family. I mean, I was in a town where I just felt like I was the only gay person. I couldn't relate to anybody. I couldn't talk to nobody. I finally told my mom, you know what, I'm gay. I didn't care no more. I told her. And what I was saying that probably killed me the most, she said, well, you better never come home with AIDS. That's the only thing she told me. And this is where everybody cruised at night. We'd get together at the park and stuff. One particular night, we came up here, and we're driving up the road up ahead. There's a stop sign, and there was a car in front of us. There's a goldish orange Volvo, and somebody had popped up out of the top of the sunroof. And now there was 3 shots. The first one hit the motor, and we heard it, and I saw the smoke come out of the motor. And my friend grabbed me on the passenger side. There was 4 of us in the car, and he pulled me down. And there was another shot that came through the windshield, which landed right on my headrest. And there was one other shot, which I didn't see where it hit, because my friend had already pulled me down. And they left. We called the police. They investigated. We had the color of the car. We had the description of the people, part of the license plate, but they never caught him, or they never did anything about it. I knew that I had to get out of that environment because it wasn't going to be a good environment. When I first enlisted was in '87, and Don't Ask, Don't Tell was not part of the contract. They asked you on enlistment, have you ever been gay? And you had to sign on that contract. And of course I said no. I was living with my significant other at that time. And they had found out. I had my sergeants bullying me when they found out I was getting out for being gay. They pulled me out of my rank. They put me in lower menial jobs, but nobody did anything. They would bully me there in front of everybody while my captains and everybody else just watched. But the thing that got me was I had the scores that they would send me to be an officer, to lead all these other men, and they throw me out because I'm gay. I was working on a patient, it's really a seizure type patient, and we're trying to draw blood. Stuck my finger, and during this time, you always, if you stick your finger with anybody's needle, you have to be tested. And I got tested that day for HIV. And I said, during that time, every time I went to work, there's a chapel. I worked at St. Thomas, and there's a chapel downstairs, and I'd go in there every day, and I'd pray, and I'd pray, please. And I mean, I bid with God, you know, I'll do this, I'll do that. Just don't let it happen. So finally, it came back, and it was positive, of course. You know, and all my friends tell me, you know, it's not a death sentence anymore. You know, there's meds, there's help, there's people out there. But a majority of us live a lonely life with it, you know. I mean, you can have your friends, but like, I lost my friend just for being gay. You know, I can't even come out. Only part of my family knows about me, my HIV status. A majority of them don't. None of my friends do in LA, none of my friends do here. So I guess this is gonna be my coming out HIV. But I'm tired of not being able to just say it, you know. I'll be honest, I gave up for a while. I gave up for about 2 years, where I was just drinking, partying, I didn't care. I really didn't care, because I knew I was gonna die. That was my death sentence when they told me that. One of my aunts talked to me, and she's been really supportive of me. And she had told me that she was really disappointed in me because of the direction I was going. And I was like, you don't even know where I'm at, you know? You don't even know what's going on. She's like, I do know, trust me, I do know. And that hit home. Nobody in my family has ever graduated any class. I was the only one to finish high school. That following semester, I enrolled back in college, and I stayed steady, and I graduated finally. That was my first actual time that I was proud of myself. Let me just say this, I have been beaten up as a kid. I've been sexually assaulted as a kid. I've been beaten up as an adult. I've been shot at. I've gone overseas. I've been in the military. I thank God that I've done all this, because I can walk into a room as a nurse now, and I can look at a person's face, just like this girl, And I know exactly what happened to her. You know, I don't even have to ask her. She got beat up because she was a lesbian. Only thing I need to figure out is, what do I need to do for her to get her out of that situation? Even after I was diagnosed with HIV, I went to college. I know I've saved hundreds of lives. I know for a fact I have saved 2 kids, 1 drowning and 1 poison. Gosh, over 50 cardiac arrests. And I know over 20 just in LA of just drug overdoses. Younger teens need to realize that they need to be themselves. You are who you are. There's people out there. There's an actual life out there for you to live.